Hey, you are now looking at the officially recognised legal guardian of Sophie Ramsay.
Really?
Yep, got it in writing.
So that's it, I'm here for good.
Well, yeah, I might draw the line if you're still here in your late 30s, but yeah, you're here for good.
You all right, love?
Yeah, it's what I want.
Well, what I want is for you now to get upstairs and wash up for dinner.
Good, I am starved.
Congratulations. Worked out well.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it?
I better get going.
Actually, Susan, how do you feel about keeping this going?
The homeschooling.
Yeah, just until things settle down a bit here, you know. It's just Sophie's getting so much out of it.
Sophie needs to be back in school. You do realise that?
Yeah, of course I do, yeah. It's just, you know, I don't want to mess things up.
Oh, you won't. You've parented before.
Is it still called parenting when it's with teenage girls?
I think it's more like surviving.
Hey, you know what? Now that it's official, I think we should have a toast. Sophie Ramsay, welcome to the Robinson house.
Thank you, Uncle Paul.
Yeah, you know, stuck here. You can't escape even if you wanted to.
Listen, I had a word with Mrs. Webster this afternoon, too.
Who?
Mrs. Webster, the principal at Eden Hills Grammar.
Why?
Well, because you have to start back at school as soon as possible. And she said that you could start straight away, so...
Why can't I just go back to Erinsborough?
Oh, come on, you know why.
Well, I'm not going to Eden Hills.
Well, you don't have a choice. Sophie, I can't help you if you're not prepared to help yourself.
I'm not saying sorry.
Well, in that case, my hands are tied.
Why don't you just say sorry?
No, I'm not sorry for what I did, so why should I say that I am?
Because you want to go back to the school.
Can't you just talk to Mrs. Kapua?
I've tried. And she's made it more than clear what she wants you to do.
So by making up some pathetic excuse, it'll make everything all right. Sounds like something Kate would do.
Oh,
Sophie,
hey, that is unfair.
Sorry. You are my guardian now. That's got to make a difference. Please, Uncle Paul, just go and talk to her.
Paul,
I was wondering if you've got a minute.
most people make an appointment.
Well, this is important. No, I just wanted to touch base with you about Sophie.
2 minutes.
Look, the DHS has formally assigned me as Sophie's legal guardian.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's for your records.
I'm not too sure what you want me to do with this. Sophie is no longer a student at this school.
Oh, come on, Priya, you've made your point. This is now disrupting Sophie's education.
What disrupted Sophie's education was the damage she did to school property and the fact that she's still shown absolutely no remorse for it.
We both know why she did what she did.
Well, the actions I can understand, but the fact that she's not willing to take responsibility
She has learned her lesson.
Well, she's yet to show me that.
It won't happen again, now that things have calmed down at home.
If Sophie had learned her lesson, then she would be here with you right now, telling me herself.
You know what? I think I might bring this up with the board.
I'm the principal at the school and I decide who's enrolled and who isn't, not the board. In fact, I'm not even sure why you're still a member. You don't really have any connection to the school anymore.
My tenure runs for the whole year.
I have said all along that if Sophie apologises and means it, then she is welcome back here. Until then, the expulsion stands.
Well, the fees I can take care of straight away. Yeah, she's receiving home tutoring. Ah, good. Yeah. So the sooner we get her settled. All right, thanks for that, Mrs. Webster. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Sophie doesn't want to go to Eden Hills.
I know what she doesn't want, Andrew.
Well, what did Priya say?
Doesn't matter. Look, private school is the best option at the moment.
Says who?
It's got better facilities, better structure. She'll get the discipline she didn't get at Erinsborough.
Sophie didn't lose it at school because of discipline.
My decision's been made.
How do you think you got the DHS to let you be Sophie's guardian?
It was the right choice.
You told them you'd do the right thing by Sophie.
And that is exactly what I am doing, Andrew. This is what she needs.
That is what Sophie needs.
They were bikinis.
Can't you look for more, though?
Whatever.
So that would be a
She needs to be with her friends. If you take that away from Sophie, she could go completely off the rails.
Should be around later?
Yeah, I guess.
Nice for some, isn't it?
Oh, I'm just escaping the building site, actually. Oh, never mind. I'll finish this up and then I'll go and see Sophie. Hey, how'd you go with the schools?
Can I get a double shot macchiato? Thanks. Don't forget the sweetener. Sophie is flat out refusing Eden Hills.
Oh, well, it's hardly surprising. All her friends are at Erinsborough.
Yeah, I know.
And that door's definitely closed.
You know, I never thought that I would see the day where I actually miss Michael Williams as principal.
You set some very high standards.
High standards. You know, this woman's an ice maiden.
Oh, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think you're being a bit harsh.
Oh, yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? Standing up for your new best friend. Speaking of which, why aren't you down there putting in a good word for Sophie?
Me? No way. Leave me out of it.
Well, you're the one that's tutoring her. Well, you were until you backed out of it.
Oh, that's hardly fair.
And you were the one banging on to me about how she should get back to school.
Yeah, because that's what she needs.
And come to think of it, she was in your care when she did her runner, so like it or not, you're invested in this up to your eyeballs.
You're asking me to compromise a friendship.
No, Susan, I am asking you to help a 14-year-old girl who's in trouble.
Don't you dare do that.
Do what?
It's emotional blackmail, Paul. It's not going to work. Even if I did say something, and I'm not. Priya's far too professional to be swayed by any personal plea I might make.
Oh, yeah. See, we're all full of good advice, aren't we? But when it comes to actually doing something that might help Sophie...
Oh.
No, I get it. At least I know where I stand now. Thanks for nothing.
All right, I'm off. It's nice.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
That sort of stuff will not be enough to make Sophie change her mind. She's not interested. All right, I'll see you later on tonight. Dad?
Yeah, see you later, mate. We both know that it comes down to budget. And in private schools, the difference is the generosity of parents who want nothing but what's best for their kids.
Their parents don't really get a say where the money is spent.
I just want our kids to have access to the same sort of resources that they do in private schools. Now, I'm in a position to help the school out to make that happen.
Help the school out?
Financially.
Any reason in particular you've suddenly had this overwhelming urge to help?
Just an offer I'm putting on the table. But of course, if you're not interested, you know.
Paul, I will have to run it past the board first.
Yeah, of course.
In that case, I will add it to this afternoon's agenda.
Good. It's the difference between progressive and non-progressive schools.
So what is it exactly that you're proposing?
A complete state-of-the-art, all-purpose media centre. Just like the one they have at Eden Hills.
So there'd be state-of-the-art computers, software, cameras, smart boards...
Everybody in this room is well aware that I don't do things by halves. So I'd be quite happy to leave the allocation of the funds to the experts.
Before we get too carried away, I'd just like to clarify, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. This isn't a loan, it's a donation.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's a donation.
I have to say, it's extremely generous.
Well, Erinsborough High has been good to my family, and I'm in a position to give something back. May I suggest a show of hands? All those in favour? Well, that makes it pretty easy, doesn't it?
I'm sure we'd be happy to take your money. Thank you, Paul.
My pleasure. Hi, glad I caught you.
Oh, I was just leaving.
Here we go, all signed.
You don't mess around.
No, it's a good cause. I just wanted to get the ball rolling.
Everything looks good. Oh, and witness.
So when can I bring in Sophie then?
What for?
Well, for to have her re-enrolled, of course.
I'm sorry, Paul. I thought I made myself clear. Without that apology, Sophie's expulsion stands.
Yeah, I think that's probably about the best apology you're going to get.
You mean your donation?
Oh, come on, Priya, stop playing games. You know exactly what this is.
I can only go by what was documented in the minutes, Paul. And according to the minutes, there was no conditions attached. Hope you weren't trying to bribe me.
No, I'll just withdraw the offer then.
The offer's in writing, and signed and witnessed.
Yeah, and containing a standard get-out clause. There we go. 10-day cooling-off period, which I will be exercising in this case.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Sophie? Right. You've got two choices. You either apologise for what you did or you start at Eden Hills Grammar tomorrow.
What did Mrs. Kapoor say?
It doesn't matter what Mrs. Kapoor said. What matters is what I say because I'm now your legal guardian.
Sophie, you just think...
Why can't Susan just keep tutoring
Hey,
me?
that wasn't one of the choices. And quite frankly, I'm getting a little bit sick of your attitude.
Hey, Dad, just calm down.
No, I will not calm down. Now, I've bent over backwards to do the right thing by you, and all you've ever done is just thrown it back in my face.
That's not true.
Two choices, Sophie.
Fine. I'll go to your stupid little private school. Are you happy?
Do not say a word.